Hey guys, my name's Jake from the Dunfermline Basketball Club, and I'm going to take you for a little ball handling, dribbling session today. So for today's session, you need a basketball or a football, something that you can bounce, something that you can dribble, and you need two objects. I've got two shoes, you can use two cones or just whatever you have around. Okay, once you've got all that, just put it to the side and we'll get started. So just very quickly, we're just going to get warmed up a little bit. So all I want us to do is just jog on the spot. We're just going to do like a little 30-second minute warm up just to get our blood flowing a little bit and just to get nice and loose. After we've jogged on the spot for about 10 seconds, we're just going to go into some star jumps for 10 seconds. Again, we're just getting that blood flowing and we're just getting ready to start. Once you've done about 10 of those, we're just going to go high knees for 10 seconds. Once we've done that, we're just going to go heel flicks for 10 seconds. After that, we'll get started. Okay, good. Hopefully we're just a little bit warmed up. If you need to warm up further, do as much warmth as you need. I'm outside and it's a little bit cold. It's a little bit tough to breathe, so I'm not going to do too much more in case I get a bit tired. Okay, so I need you to go grab your basketball now. So important thing to remember when we're doing any dribbling stuff with a basketball is that we have to use our fingertips. Okay, we're not trying to push it with the palm of our hand. We don't get a lot of control when we do that. We want to push it down with our fingertips, and we really want to control the basketball when we move it. Okay, the whole time, pushing it with our fingertips. Okay, so just to get us warmed up a little bit more with dribbling, I'm going to start, and I'm going to try and have it as low as I can to the floor. So I'm in a good basketball stance, my knees are bent, I'm trying to keep as straight back as I can, and I'm going low dribbles, aiming to go lower than the knee. Okay, everybody just start on our right hand, and really push it with your fingertips. Again, not the palm of our hand or fingertips, we push it as much as we can. Okay, we'll go till we get 20 dribbles there, 20 dribbles. Really push it. Keep it low the whole time, keeping it low. Good. Once you've done 20 there, we'll just move on to the left hand. Again, staying low, bending our knees, keeping good posture. Okay, let's go to 20 with that left hand. Keep it as low as you can, really push it to the floor. Again, we should be able to look up and have good posture when we're doing this. Really push it, really push it. Once you get 20, just stop. Again, between them, just shake it out every now and then, just so we're not getting stiff. It's quite sore trying to bend over like that. Okay, now what we're trying to do, still as low as I can to the ground, I'm going to try and move it forward and back. Okay, so I'm keeping it low, I'm trying to move it forward and back. As low as I can, pushing it with my fingertips. Okay. We'll go there and back, counts as 1. We'll go until we get 10. Alright, keep it nice and low. Moving it back and forth. If the ball stops or you lose it, just get it back and we keep going. Should be lower than the knee at all times. Lower than the knee at all times. Keep going until you get there and back 10 times. Good, we keep going until we get there and back 10 times. Good, again, remember keeping a good stance, really using our fingertips to push that basketball, really using our fingertips. Once we've done that, we're going to go into the left hand side. Same thing with the left hand. Nice and low, pushing it with the fingertips, just trying to move it back and forward. Trying to get it from really in line with one foot to in line with the other. So when I'm starting here, I'm trying to move it all the way to my other foot, bring it all the way back. Okay, let's try and get 10 again. There and back is 1. Again, low and controlled, really using the fingertips move that basketball over. Lots of little dribbles. Good. Once you've got 10 there, just stop, shake it out, make sure we're not getting too stiff. If you need to pause this and stretch or do anything else, feel free to do that. Okay, now that we're doing it really low, we're now just going to move it up to about waist height. Okay, so we're just going to start with just 20 pounds on that right hand at waist height. Again, I'm in a good basketball stance, my knees are bent, I'm trying to keep as good posture as I can. We just go 20 dribbles, really pushing it to that waist height. We don't want to have it come much higher than your waist. Alright, really push it to the floor with your fingertips. Alright, not palm of our hands, control with the fingertips, push it down. We'll go till you get 20 dribbles. Really push it as hard as you can to the floor, as hard as you can to the floor. Good. Once you've got 20 there, we're swapping to our left hand. We're going to do the same thing, pushing it to the floor using our fingertips. Okay, let's give it a try. 20 with our left hand. Really push it. If you're not left-handed, this one might be a bit harder. Okay, we've got to really push it to the floor. Good. Whole time staying in good posture, using our fingertips. Good, really push it, really push it. Good. Again, keep going until you get 20. If you need to take a little bit longer, you can pause it and do that. If you're flying through it, you can try and get 30 and you can try and go for a bit longer. Okay, going back onto our right hand now, what we're going to try and do is we're just going to try and move it from side to side. Okay, we're going to try and just do it with one dribble in the middle, if we can. Okay, so for that to work, I'm going to try and put my hand on the side of the ball. So this right hand is going on the side of the ball to push it over, and then my hand is getting quickly to the other side to bring it back. We're going like a window wiper on a car. We're trying to move it back and forward. Back and forth. If you have to take a few dribbles and you're struggling with it, just take a few dribbles and move it over. If you're comfortable, we try and see if we can get it back and forth with one dribble. Again, we want it to come as far as my foot. On either side, we're trying to get it at least to where your feet are. Okay, let's give that a try. Again, just on that right hand. We'll go getting it there and back as one. We'll see if we can get 10 of these. Good, really controlling it. I'm still pushing it with my fingertips. Alright, I'm still getting that with the fingertips, and I'm moving it back and forth. Again, this one we just want waist height. Try and not have it come too high. Try and keep it waist height. Keep going until we get 10. Good, really push that basketball. Again, if you're struggling, take a few dribbles in between. If you're not, see if you can get it in one dribble. There and back. Good. Okay, once we've got 10 there, we're going to try and do it with the left hand now. Again, this might be a little bit more difficult if you're not left-handed. It's okay if we lose the ball, we just get it back and we just keep going. Alright, on this left-hand side, moving it back and forth. So again, it's my hands on the side of the ball to push it over, get it on the side, and I bring it back. Okay, it should be looking like a window wiper. Just moving back and forth. Good, again we go till we get 10, there and back is one. It's okay if you're finding this difficult. If you've not done something like this before, it'll be quite hard. The more we practice this, the more comfortable we get with it. Again, the more comfortable you get, we can try and see if we can pick up that speed a bit. If not, we can just take our time until we get it. Again, we're looking for waist height, same as on the right hand side. Trying to keep it at waist height. Good, really push that basketball using our fingertips. Really push it to the floor. Good. Okay, so now we've done it low, we've done it waist height, we're just going to move it high and try and get shoulder height. Okay, so my hand should always be on top of the basketball for now, and I'm just trying to pound it. So again, I'm in a little bit of a basketball stance, my knees are bent, I'm trying to keep good posture, and I'm pushing it to that shoulder. Okay, I don't want it to come much higher, I definitely don't want to lose it so I can't put my hand on top of the ball. Pardon me, I want your hand to always be on top of the basketball. Okay, let's give it a try. We'll just go 20 pounds with that right hand, 20 pounds. Excuse me, 20 pounds with that right hand. Good, really push that basketball. Again, it's my fingertips that finish it off and push it to the floor. Good, 20 dribbles. Once you've done 20, change it onto the left hand. Once you've done 20, we change it onto the left hand. Okay, let's go, give it a try. Pushing it to the shoulder, shoulder height. Again, we should be always in control of the basketball. My hand should always be telling it where it's going. Alright, pushing it with the fingertips to the floor. With the fingertips, really working on that control. Keep going until we get 20 on this left hand side. Good. Once you've done 20 on both sides, again just stand up, shake it out, make sure we're not getting too stiff. Okay, last one on either side before we move on. I'm trying to get high window wiper. So I'm trying to get it shoulder height, and I'm pushing that basketball nice and high. Again, the reason we're working on this is just a little bit of ball control, but also in a game, some basketballs are really bouncy and some of them go all over the place, and we're trying to work on that control and getting it back into where we want it to be. Okay, so we try and go 10 there and back with that right hand, trying to keep it at shoulder height, trying to move it back and forth. If you struggle, you can take a few dribbles at shoulder height. If not, we try and build it up till we get just one dribble. Okay, back into our basketball stance, knees bent a little bit, trying to keep good posture. Okay, shoulder height, really working on that control, pushing it with the fingertips. Alright, go till we get 10, there and back. Try and have your head up as much as possible. We don't have to be staring down, we don't have to be really obvious up, but I'm always just looking forward a little bit when I'm doing this. Looking forward a little bit, pushing that basketball. Good, shoulder height. Try and see if you can get it high, but still under control. High, but still under control. Once you get there and back 10 times, we swap onto the left hand side. We do the same thing with that left hand. Pushing it over and back. Trying to let it get high. Let it get to your shoulder height, and then push it back down with the fingertips. Shoulder height, push it back down with the fingertips. Okay, in a good stance again. There and back is 1. We go till we get 10. Good, control that basketball. Push it to the floor with the fingertips. Good, again, left hand is tougher for me because I'm not left-handed. Might be tougher for you guys as well. If you lose the basketball, don't worry about it. Just get it back and we keep going. Shoulder height, push that ball to the floor. Good, okay. Once you've done 10 there, I want you to grab your shoes or your cones, whatever object you had, and I want you to put them just shoulder width apart. So again, I've just got shoes today. I want to have them about shoulder width apart. Okay, what we're going to do with these, let's move them over a little bit, is I'm going to stand with my feet almost in line with them, okay, and I'm going to try back on my right hand. I'm going to try and take one dribble in between each one. Okay, trying to get one dribble in between each one. So I'm in my basketball stance. You could do whatever height you felt more comfortable with. If you like doing it waist height, do that. If you liked it higher, have it about shoulder height. Up to you guys. Okay, and I'm just trying to take one dribble in between each one and then move it. Okay, so for that to work, when the ball is coming up, I have to get my hand onto the side and give it a little push. I'm here, a little push on either side, moving it back and forth. Okay, and we have to just remember to pound it with our fingertips between each one. So when it comes up, then I'm down. Once it comes up, I'm moving it over. I'm pushing it until I can get comfortable pounding it between each one. Okay, we'll start on our right hand. There and back is 1. Okay, we'll go again until we can get 10. So I'm in my good basketball stand, taking one hard pound in between the shoe every time. Okay, to get it to move, just a little tap on the side when the ball is coming up. Ball's coming up, it's over. It's over. The whole time. Okay? Always the fingertips that we're using here when we're dribbling. Let's give it a go. There and back is 1. We go till we get 10. Okay? Let's go. On that right hand, moving the ball over and then pounding it down. Try and not move your feet. Try and keep your feet in a good stance. We don't really want to be stepping with it and moving it over. We want to just be stationary the whole time. Now this is a time we're looking down. You might have to look down, otherwise it will hit the shoe and you'll lose control of it, or the cone. Okay, so we can look down a little bit here to see where we're dribbling, and then we just pound the basketball. There and back is 1. See if we can go till we get 10. If you lose the basketball like I did, we just run and go get it back, and we come back and we keep going. Alright, pound the basketball till we get 10. If you're really struggling, see if we can take 2 dribbles in between each ball. If not, we just do 1 and we pound it over and back. Once you've done that, swap into the left hand side. I want to swap into the left hand side, doing the same thing. Alright, I start on my left, really controlling that basketball, moving it over, bringing it back with the fingertips. Just working on that control, working on moving the basketball. Good. Alright, on that left hand side now, let's give it a go. There and back is 1, we go till we get 10 again. Alright, let's give it a try. Again, try and stay in a good basketball stance. Try and have your knees bent. Try and keep as good posture as you can. Alright, move it with these fingertips. Little touches to control the basketball. A little touch over, a little touch back. The more comfortable we get, the quicker we can go, the more we can pound the basketball. Again, I want you guys to be going so quick that you lose the ball. Again, I was going quite slow there and didn't pay attention, and that's why I hit the shoe and went away. But I want you guys to be going as quick as you can. And if you make mistakes, that's what we want. We want you guys to be pushing so hard that you're dropping the basketball and you're losing it. Okay, once you've done 10 with that left hand, we're going to move on. So again, stand up, shake it off. You need a quick drink, pause it, go get a drink, and then come back. What we're going to do now, we're just going to put our 2 cones or shoes just next to each other, and we're just going to put them down. Okay, we need distance where we can run into. Okay, because we're just going to dribble past them a little bit now. So, what is going to be, my 2 shoes are together. I'm starting on my right hand. I'm going to go over and back 5 times. So I'm starting here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this 5th dribble, instead of just bringing it across and dribbling it, I'm going to push it across and in front of me. So this is called a push cross. This is what we do to try and get past our defender quickly. Okay, so I'm still working on my dribble here for 5 dribbles. Once it comes back on the 5th one, I push it across my body and we go past. So it's the same movement from getting it back and forth, but it's out in front rather than just at our side. Okay, so we're just going to do this 5 times through with the right hand. Alright, so 5 dribbles, push cross, and then we just walk it back and we do the same again. So I'm here, pound it, keep going. Once you get it back, push across my body, go get the basketball. Again, if you've got a hoop and you want to do it in line with a hoop and then go shoot it, you can do that. If not, you can do it like I'm doing right now. And we just take 5 and we just work on that push cross. Okay? Let's do that 5 times through. Let's get started now. Good, in a good stance the whole time. Push across your body and go get that basketball. Good, with that one dribble out, it should be really far in front. It should be pushed out in front. Good, control with the fingertips. Push. Again, on that last dribble, you can load it up a bit into your pocket, then we push it out in front. Okay, that's 2 for me. Keep going until we get 5. Push. Again, really load it out, push it far across your body. So again, it's my fingertips that are pushing it out, and they're the last part of my hand, to touch the ball. Just pushed out with the fingertips. Okay, keep going. Control that basketball, push across the body. Good, really move it with the fingertips, push across the body. This is a really good move to do when your defender's just a little bit away from you and you're running at speed and we want to change direction quickly. Alright, we load it up and we really push it out in front of them and then we go get it. Again, take your time until you get 5. I'm going to move on to the left hand side now. If you need to pause it or you need to take longer, pardon me, or you just want to keep working on the move for a little bit, pause it and keep working on the move until you get comfortable with it. I'm going to move on to my left hand side now. Same thing, moving it over the shoes until I get 5. On that last one, I load it back and push across my body. Okay, and do you see whatever hand I push it with, it's the same foot that moves first. So once I've got it back here and I've pushed, my left foot is going first to help me go get it. Okay, so we go until we get 5. Alright, we still do 5 dribbles, push across, step across my body as well, then we go get the ball. Alright, let's give it a try. Moving it with that left hand. Again, it might be harder, don't mind if we make mistakes. Let's get it back and we go again. Good, still push that nice and wide across your body. Get it out in front. Good, 5 dribbles. Push across the body. Go get it. Good, really moving that basketball with the fingertips. With the fingertips. Push across, and then we go get it. Okay, we just keep doing it, and we'll keep getting more comfortable the longer we do it for. I'm going to do 2 more on this left hand side. Really moving that basketball with the fingertips. Across the body, and we go get it. Don't feel scared about just pushing that basketball out as far as you can. And then we have to run and we go get it. Alright, in basketball it's good to have control of the ball and be able to dribble it at your side, but you need to go places, so you need to push it and then we need to go get it. Okay, 1 more on my left for me. Push, and we go get it. Good. Okay, just put your shoes or cones just to the side for now. We're just going to do one last little thing just to really push you guys and just to see how we get on with it. So, what we're going to do is just work on a couple of different crossover moves. So, the first one we're going to do is just a regular crossover when I just change hands. Okay? But I'm just going to play around with doing it kind of at different speeds. Okay? So if I'm here, I can do it kind of slow, or I can do it as low as I can, or I can get it high up again. So like we were doing before, doing stuff at shoulder height, at our waist and as low as we can. Let's play around with that, but doing it with a crossover. Okay? So I'm just moving the crossover every time. Can I bring it low? Can I get up to a decent height? Can I get to shoulder height? see what we can do, play around with it. Good. We're just going to do that just for, let's just say 20 seconds. Alright, and I just want you to see how quick we can go and see if we can play around with it at different heights. Alright, let's give that a try. Good, really push it with the fingertips. Really play around with where we're dribbling it. Go from slow to quick and little dribbles. We can play around with it, going it wide. Or we can go really tight. Just get comfortable moving that basketball between your hands. Again, it's okay if you lose the ball. We're just playing around with it. We're just trying new things. If you lose it, you just get it back. And we keep going. Good, last 5 seconds. Just, let's go as quick as we can now. Last 5, push. Really move that basketball. Good, okay. So again, it's just good getting comfortable doing it at different heights and dribbling around differently. Okay, so now I'm just going to try and do the same thing. This is going to be harder. I'm going to try and do it behind my back. So same principle, I'm just changing hands every time. Okay, but I'm going to try and get a rhythm of just dribbling it back and forth behind my back. Again, let's just go for 20 seconds and let's just try it. If we lose the basketball or hits our butt all the time, don't worry about it. We just give it a shot. Okay, we're going behind the back every time. Again, see if we can just get a nice rhythm of moving that basketball back and forth. It's my fingertips that are pushing it. Fingertips are pushing it. If you lose it, we just get it back and we keep going. More comfortable we get with it, we can start going a bit quicker or thinking about heights and different stuff. But right now, just see if you can go. See how long you can just keep a little dribble going for behind your back. Good, we'll go for another 10 seconds. Really pushing that behind your back. If you lose it, don't worry. This is quite hard to do. And we get it back and we keep going. Good. Okay, last one we're going to do for today. I just want you to try and put it in a full loop around your back. So, I'm going cross behind the back, cross behind the back. And I'm moving it in a full circle around my body. Okay, again, let's just go for 20 seconds and let's see if we can try it. Whatever way you feel comfortable doing it, clockwise, anti-clockwise, you just do it that way. Alright, let's give it a go. Crossover behind the back. Moving it in a full loop around that body. If you're comfortable with it, see if you can pick up the pace a little bit. If you need to take a few dribbles to try and get it all the way around, we can take a few dribbles. That's okay for now. This is our first session doing stuff, so if you've not done much basketball, you might find this quite hard. Okay, cross behind the back. Good. If you want, you can try and switch direction that you're going for now. Trying to get it just a fluid circle around the back. Cross in front, I bring it back. Again, it's my fingertips that are pushing that basketball and really controlling it to the floor. If you lose it, don't worry, just get it back and we keep going. We'll just go 5 more seconds, as quick as we can. Good, and we're just going to stop there. That's all we're going to do today for today's little dribbling session. We'll work on some different stuff kind of every week. We'll do some shooting, we might do some passing if you've got a partner, or we do some dribbling moves into a basket. But for today as a first session, really good effort for everyone who tried that and joined in, and hopefully I'll see you all guys next week to do a different skill. Alright, thanks for joining.